And yet, Jono, Jared, Ollie, Jack.
Hello.
Welcome, lads.
The background.
That's perfect.
So good.
Thank you.
I'm glad someone's actually gone all out and put some effort into this, so we're not.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
Weak ass background like this. Bloom, congratulations! You boys are playing your very first UNIFY. How are you guys keeping your excitement down like this? Look at you all.
Oh, we're bursting at the seams. I mean, it's crazy, man. We are all super stoked. Like, the few people I've spoken to about UNIFY, like since Bloom started, it was always like that's the milestone goal, like that's the goalpost. I want to do UNIFY, and it's so sick to see that it's actually coming to fruition.
Now, for you boys, you put out the EP last year in passing and just received rave reviews. I remember our reviewer for Wall of Sound, Adam, gave it just raving reviews saying to me, you need to get on this band. How do you take the songs from that EP and put it into a live performance? Because it's some of the most emotional shit I've ever actually had the opportunity to hear from an upcoming band like you guys. So, like, how do you translate that from what we hear on, CD, vinyl, Spotify to on stage?
That's a good one. I'll okay. If no one else is jumping, I'll jump in again. It's tricky, man. Like it's obviously like if anyone's listened to Bloom, you know that a lot of the themes and the stuff that we address is not the most fun. But we go out there and we try and make a big emotive sort of performance, but also try and keep it lighthearted. If people have seen Bloom before, you'll generally know that we're a bunch of jokesters and a bunch of funny boys. So sort of balancing sort of heavier themes and the emotion side in the performance, but breaking it up with sort of lightheartedness and just the general joy of being at a show and playing shows. You kind of strike a balance that way.
And look, what you guys are talking about is pure emotion. Like what you're writing about is something that you boys are going through, and you have that emotional connection with people who are obviously going through the same thing. I mean, for a band like yourselves who have just started out like a couple of years back, to have that connection with this EP so far, it must be blowing your minds right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I'm definitely going to give, on the question before, give Jonah some credit for the energy and emotion that we like portray like on stage. Like, yeah, his, energy and emotion, because the EP is like from his perspective, right? Like it's his experience. So I'm just going to give him credit for a lot of that.
Yes.
Good work, Jonah.
Thanks.
Good job.
Joel Adams in the comment, obviously giving you, Ollie, credit for your smoking moustache you've got there. Man. Well
Thanks,
done.
Thanks a lot.
Like, what's your advice for someone who can't grow something? Like, this is the extent of what I can get there.
Yeah. I'm going to say I have no idea. It's all luck. You get what you get.
It's not one of those rumors where you rub manure on your face and your hair grows quicker.
I don't know. Maybe that works. I haven't done that though, personally. You can give it a go.
Get one of those little rollers and
the roller.
That's it, to spark up the hair growth or whatever it is. Now, obviously, coming to UNIFY as a punter, what do you reckon the difference will be? Obviously, watching what's on stage and then performing on stage. Like after you set, are you going to get back out there and get amongst it with all of us again?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like for at least 3 out of the 4 people here, this will be our first UNIFY. Jack's the only one who's been to a UNIFY previously. Yeah. So it's one of those things where the fact that we get to experience it as an artist, which is, crazy in itself, but the fact that we actually just get to go and see a UNIFY. And I mean, we've all heard so much about it, and it's going to be so cool to get both perspectives in one hit. I'm super keen to just spend some time away with my friends. I'm keen to see my bandmates and all of the interstate friends that I've made through, shows and all that. It's been a long, 12 to 18 months since really anything has been able to happen, besides a little bit of leeway in the middle there. So I'm just excited to get out of New South Wales and see friends and hang out and party and see bands and be part of a festival.
I'm excited to get out of my house.
Yeah. Is that why your bed's unmade? Because we're getting
low effort today for this one. I just kind of threw the doona over and that was it.
Look, COVID is absolutely messing with and decimating the music industry, especially the heavy music industry. Who you guys have to put in twice as much effort when it comes to putting your music out there, playing these shows, and getting to a place where you would be given a spot on Unify like this. So, what's something that you want to tell your fans and for everyone listening to have to look forward to this event, which is going to take place, UNIFY Gathering? What's something we should all be looking forward to?
Who's
Come on, you go.
All right.
Jono's our spokesperson.
Yeah,
so take the lead.
I've got the background, so it makes sense that I field the most questions. What should I get people excited for? I don't know. We'll have new music written. We'll have stuff that we'll be able to unveil sort of the next chapter and the stuff that we've been working on and had to push back because of COVID and all the fun stuff. I'm excited to put in passing the EP that we're sort of still running with in front of a bunch of new people that might not have heard us before. I think just like the melodic hardcore genre as a whole in Australia there's not heaps of us left. So I'm just really excited to put out a sort of slightly different genre. It's us and Stepson that are really like carrying that melodic hardcore flag for the lineup. So I'm just keen to play our style of our screamo loud music and just have a lot of fun.
And it's good to have that combination as well. I mean, because how many people can actually jump in the mosh pit and mosh to every single band that's playing and the energy at the end of the day? Remember, kids, it's a marathon. It's not a race when it comes to Unify.
For sure.
Now, Jack, you've obviously been before, so obviously that makes you the leader when it comes to what to do and etiquette with Unify. Have you told the boys what they need to bring along, what kind of respect they need to give everyone, that kind of situation?
Can't hear, man. Really can't hear you at all. So we're off to a good start.
What about here? Is this better?
It's so quiet.
Kinda.
Bro, maybe my mic doesn't work.
Oh, God. It works a little bit.
Probably don't get into a K-hole and stand on a rock for 4 hours, I reckon.
Yeah, no.
Good advice.
Oh, do that.
Go enjoy your time. Get out in the back. Go check out the festivities. Go check out the bands. Go to, get your fish and chips and your brekkie rolls in the morning.
Yeah, of course. Just wake up, have beers in the morning to get rid of the hangover. Hair of the dog, always a good cop.
Yeah.
And just also pack a jumper. I didn't pack a jumper when I went, and it was so dumb.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you literally get every single weather event in one.
Crazy. Yeah, very keen.
All right,
very excited.
Well, good. We can't wait to see you guys hitting the stage there. And what's the rest of the year holding? Obviously, you mentioned before you're working on some new material. You're currently in lockdown right now, so just biding your time, I'm guessing, until you can get released.
Kind of, yeah.
Pretty much.
Not to bring a damper onto the mood, but obviously we had plans for sort of the back end of this year. That's not looking too fortunate the way that we're up in New South Wales. So I think for us it's lock in. We're gonna get the next release, all sort of put all of our time, all of our energy into that, and then just hope for the best for 2022. And I mean, one of the things that I know all of us in the band want to do is we want to give, in passing, the previous release a proper touring cycle. We want to take that out on the road ourselves. Like, we're all super proud of it, and COVID didn't help with releasing music and all of that. So I think the biggest goals is we want to get new music out. We want to give our current release sort of the credit and the love that we all think it deserves, and we want to fucking keep playing cool shows, and hopefully Unify is the first of many cool opportunities we get for the next year.
And In Passing is the first release under Grayscale Records too. So obviously the boys looking after you guys and a solid future ahead. So we can't wait to see honestly what you guys are going to do next. And I think you're going to explode before Unify actually happens. But at Unify, so many people will discover you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you go check out In Passing. It is a fantastic EP from these boys and something that's really going to hit you hard right in the feels as you listen to it. Before we wrap up, guys, we need to give Jono a birthday wish because all he wants is a birthday wish and really make it stage today. So get together and you guys can take over this situation here.
Yeah, so this is happy birthday, Mr. Joel Adams. If everyone in chat could wish Mr. Joel Adams a happy 38th birthday. Great guy.
It's great guy.
Great guy,
birthday,
really
Joel.
good. Happy birthday, Joel.
Happy birthday, mate.
it absolutely goes to show that it doesn't matter what age you are. Unify is something that's
It's for everyone.
All ages above the age of 18, of course. It's been incredible to have a chat and meet you guys face to face via this. Looking forward to seeing you guys hitting the stage in January at UNIFY Gathering 2020. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go back to getting some people hyped up. All right, there is so much to be excited about, including